I'm Knighton. Welcome to my appeal. Some of you might recognise me as the host of Straight Talk, but we're not here to talk about it today. As you know, I picked a charity for the year. Last year was Be a Star. A lot of the anti-bullying stuff going on. This year I want to talk about dreams. We all have dreams. We all have goals. We all have ambition. We all have drive. But for some people, the dream of having a family just won't happen. So this year's charity is Infertility UK. The Infertility Network UK is a small charity offering emotional and physical support to couples that can't have children. Unfortunately, infertility is something that hits a lot of couples. There are too many people out there that don't get the help coping with it psychologically, and it's a shame. There are people out there that really don't want children that have them, people that want them that can't have them, people that have them and can't cope. Being a parent myself, I know how hard it can be. I know how stressful it can be. I know the disappointment of not, being able to fall pregnant when you want to. So this year, it's all about trying to help people reach their dreams, reach their goals, and about making people happy. This is a big opportunity for people to make a real difference. Okay, there's a lot of charity things. If money goes abroad, we don't really see it happening, and there's still poverty and stuff. This is a charity I can really get behind. It's something I really believe in. So, enough of me. I'm going to run you a little clip, show you more about this worthy cause.
I'm Claire Lewis-Jones and I'm Chief Executive of Infertility Network UK and More to Life, and we provide practical and emotional support for couples facing infertility. We also provide support for those who are sadly facing a childless future, so that they have a safe place where they can meet others in the same situation. Most of us have gone through infertility. I went through it myself and joined the organisation to get that support. So we know exactly why people come to us. It's emotionally draining sometimes, but the satisfaction of helping people is enormous. Infertility Network UK work very, very closely with the clinics providing fertility treatment, particularly the IVF, the test tube baby clinics.
IN UK is of particular significance. It's a fantastic resource to us as a fertility centre. We constantly refer patients who require support in addition to the support we can offer via counselling.
The Infertility Network helps me by helping me feel less isolated and less lonely. When you're diagnosed with fertility problems, it's a very difficult experience and you feel that nobody else understands what you're going through. So when I found the Infertility Network, I actually discovered people who understood exactly how I felt and who were able to help me through the process of going through IVF and going through fertility treatment.
The money that we receive from the GlaxoSmithKline Impact Awards, there's an awful lot we could do. We would like to enhance our website even further because we're definitely reaching people through that. We would like a simple thing like a photocopier. We haven't got one. We would like to make sure that we spend the money wisely and carefully so that it benefits the people that we're trying to support.
Well, it took us 5 years to have him. We had 3 IVF cycles. First 2 ended in miscarriage. So to actually get to the stage where we had a baby was just amazing. Every day when I look at him, I can't believe how lucky we've been.
Thanks, Impact!
So as you can see, you can make a big difference to people's lives. To be honest, What would you do? What price would you pay to have one dream come true? And you can do that, guys. Just log into the website, buy a pin, support me on Facebook when I do fundraising. You know, it's not hard. It's a one-off donation if you want. Anything from like £5 to £10, you know, or upwards. It'd be fantastic. Tell you what, I'm gonna put you on to a nice little interview with a woman that was a recipient of an IVF egg donation. Here we go. It's a touching story to know that other people's kindness, like you guys watching this video, can really help change someone's life.
Just the sheer joy of enjoying my children each and every day. And I actually have 2 children now, so it's just been a joy. I mean, it is everything that I had hoped it would be, and even the bad things like being up from 12 to 3 this morning, it's still okay. And somebody else helped me get there. I've always been very goal-oriented. I've always been able to know that if I worked hard enough, I could reach my goals. And for me not to be able to reach that goal, it was devastating because my body had failed me. And without that other person being there, I couldn't have what I have today. And I think about this clinic every day because I ride by twice a day on the way to work and on the way to home. And I always think about them, always hope that things are going well, their success rate is high, and they are keeping doing what they do so well.
See, it's not just about giving someone a baby. It's about turning someone's life around. It's not easy. IVF can be stressful. That's why Infertility UK and Impact and More to Life have all got together to help fund it. It's an expensive process. National Health won't pay until after a number of years, but there are mental implications as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap off this appeal with some of the statistics, some of the criteria, and where IVF is needed. Remember, guys, Infertility Network UK. Visit the website, buy a badge, make an online donation, and please help someone's dreams come true.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robin Fogel. Some couples are not able to achieve pregnancy with the woman's own eggs and may require donor egg IVF. This may be the case in situations of premature ovarian failure, where the woman experiences early menopause, or in cases of diminished ovarian reserve, where the quantity and quality of remaining eggs in the ovary are not sufficient to achieve a pregnancy. Genetic abnormalities carried by the woman, like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell disease, may also lead the couple to consider using donor eggs so that the disease is not passed on to the offspring. Also, women who do not respond well to our stimulation medicines or who have failed IVF cycles in the past using their own eggs might need donor eggs. Lastly, women with advanced reproductive age have a much higher chance of successful pregnancy using donor eggs and may consider this option. When donor egg is used, the donor undergoes the IVF stimulation as previously described. The recipient mother must also take medications in order to prepare the uterine lining to receive an embryo for implantation and pregnancy. This is achieved with estrogen, which can be taken orally, vaginally, or in the form of patches, followed by progesterone in the form of vaginal suppositories or sometimes injections. In women with irregular cycles, we sometimes administer Lupron shots at the beginning of the cycle to make sure premature ovulation does not occur. Studies have shown repeatedly that this simple regimen is ideal for preparing the uterus for pregnancy. Pregnancy rates with IVF correlate with the age of the eggs being used. Our highest rates of success are with donor eggs, with pregnancy rates per transfer close to 70%. Women under 34 do similarly well with pregnancy rates ranging from 55 to 60% per transfer. These success rates decline slightly as the woman's age increases. In 30 to 40% of couples, additional embryos are available for cryopreservation. A frozen embryo transfer cycle gives a couple an additional excellent chance at success, with pregnancy rates of 55% per transfer. Because most of our couples opt to transfer 2 embryos, or more if the age is an issue, twinning occurs in about 30% of IVF pregnancies, whether the embryos are fresh or frozen. Because we are uncomfortable transferring too many embryos, triplets are rare, with less than 5% of pregnancies resulting in triplets in our clinic. Those using donor eggs have twins in almost half the pregnancies. Transferring embryos one at a time reduces the risk of multiple pregnancy. Those not transferred can be frozen if they develop into normal blastocysts. This slide depicts 4 other features of our IVF program that you might want to know about. They show our outcomes for 2006 and 2007. The blue bars indicate the chance that your cycle will be canceled before egg retrieval. Note that the chance increases with age to about 15%. The red bars indicate the chance that you'll have a blastocyst transfer, which is as high as 40% in IVF for young patients and 60% for those using donor eggs. The green bars indicate the implantation rate, or the chance that an individual embryo leads to a fetus on ultrasound. Once again, age is the major influence, with implantation rates of about 50% with donor eggs and 40% in young IVF patients. Note that less than 10% of embryos attach in women over the age of 40. Also note the high implantation rates with frozen embryos, both in IVF and donor egg therapy. The yellow bars show the chance for embryo freezing. The prospects are strongly related to age because the number of eggs that develop is strongly related to age.
My mother had a lot of trouble having children. She tried a bunch of different ways, and so then she finally went to egg donation, and so that worked. And me and my twin brother were the first donor egg children of New Jersey. My mother told me that I was an egg donor child when I was 3 years old. But it wasn't like a huge surprise. It was just like this is how you were born. This is a statement, a fact. It's part of my identity. It's not something I think is weird. It makes me special, and it's something that when I meet people, it's one of the first things I tell them because it defines me in a lot of ways. Having a sense of identity is really important, especially for kids who want to go to college. And you know, my friends sometimes, I remember one time I was in the car with my friend and she's like, I don't know who I am. I don't know but I'm lucky enough to know who I am because it's been instilled in me since I was a child. I understand who I am, and I am proud of who I am. Egg donation is a wonderful thing, and I think it doesn't make a family any different or weird. A family is a family, and however you can make one is beautiful. And I'm not weird, you know, my brother's not weird. We're a normal family that do normal things. It's just the path there wasn't exactly the same as everyone else. When I look at family pictures of me and my brother and my dad and my mom, I feel very blessed and wonderful. I have such a wonderful family, and we have this special bond, and usually most children know that their parents wanted them, obviously, because they have them, but the fact that my parents went through so much to conceive me when they couldn't at first, it really proves, like, not proves, but like it's a daily reminder of how much they love us and how, you know, we're special, and every child wants to feel special, and it's a good thing. I'm living proof that egg donation is normal and special and wonderful.